that's a problem. We need to nip this shit in the bud right here. The first day, I would have got the blicking at him. Instead of fleeing the Nate house, I would have beat my neighbor door down like I was Jehovah's Witness. Hey, man. If I was you, bro, I would have wrote a book about this shit. I would have made a movie. I would have been filthy rich. I hope y'all enjoyed that video from Soft White Underbelly, man. Y'all hear that shit? I'm not capping. I hope y'all just heard that thunder. What it do, YouTube? What it do, brotherhood? It's your boy Asaucin, man. You read the title, you saw the thumbnail. We are once again doing another reaction, but we are doing a reaction to a different channel. This is something that I've never reacted to before, but I'm switching up the pace a little bit, man, because I'm kind of getting tired of reactions. I got some vlogs coming. I got some ideas I've been working on and cooking up, but it all takes time. I want to get them popping now, but the way things are set up, I got to kind of be a little bit patient. Y'all do the same. Bear with me. These reactions, I ain't going to be doing these forever. I'm just trying to stay in the algorithm, stay consistent. It's all going to work out, man. Just stick with me. Stick with me. Like I said, we reacting something different. Now, I found out about this channel back in October from my cousin. I was in Milwaukee. You know, they really, it's really some shit on the channel that you need to see. The name of the channel is called Soft White Underbelly. We're gonna be reacting to the channel. They just dropped a video today, 9 hours ago, called Alien Abductee Interview. And I guess his name is Julius. So pretty much what's going on here is I guess it's a dude named Julius who supposedly got abducted by aliens. With all this alien madness going on in the media right now, I thought that this would be a perfect time to react to it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm guessing that's why Soft White Underbelly dropped this video. I ain't gonna talk y'all heads off any longer, man. Y'all leave a like, subscribe. The video is 17 minutes long, but you already know my reaction is gonna be about an hour long. So sit back, grab your snacks, relax. Go ahead, already leave your likes. Share the video around. Let's get into it, man. Let's do it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Julius Jacob Shields. I was born in Lawrence, Kansas. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. This is 11 years. I can't even say it. This is 11 years after the extraterrestrials made contact with me.
Okay, so first of all, before I get started, comment down below if you think that aliens are real. You think that extraterrestrials are real. You think that ET is real. Comment down below. And then, on the side of that comment, I want you to, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I want you to go into detail. Because, brother, I'm curious. Go into detail what you think an extraterrestrial would look like. Do you think we are the aliens? Or do you think it's actual other aliens and different entities out in this universe that we live in? I'm curious. Let's continue. Soft White Underbelly.
Alright, so this was the first day when they made the initial contact. I woken up that morning, gone to my window, opened it up, stretched my arms out, and just said, man, what a great day. That's
off rip. This shit already sound like some shit you see in a movie. I'm not saying it ain't happened. You get what I'm saying? I didn't come on here to bash Julius. So Julius, if you watching this, don't whoop my ass, bro. I'm just reacting. If the camera was off, I say this in all my reactions because I know you probably don't know who I am. I'm Amari, Asaucin. Nice to meet you. Or anybody that's watching this. I didn't come on here to bash this man. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying what it sounds like. But like I say in all my other reactions, if the camera wasn't on, I wouldn't even give a fuck. Okay? I don't judge. I don't care. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to go into detail. I'm going to dissect and break things down. And I'm going to speak my opinion and how I feel. Off rip, we 52 seconds in, opening his window, stretching his arms. It sounds like some movie shit to me. You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. Me, I'm open-minded. So I'm not saying it did happen, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm open-minded. I'm open to whatever. I know everything but nothing at once, all together. That's how I look at shit. I know everything but nothing. Let's continue.
something I've never done before. And then I closed the window, kind of
You said
opened
that's
it
something you've never done before, so off rip,
up, stretched my arms out, and just said, "Man, what a great day. That's something I've never done before." And then I closed the window, kind of turned the blinds a little bit, and then I sat down, got on the phone with my girlfriend, and a few minutes later, I see this it was almost like a balloon. Like it was just shaped like it was almost like a balloon that had, a little bit thicker of a string, and it's just going just back and forth, at a nice steady pace, just back and forth across the wall. And I don't even know. I'm thinking maybe it's like a shadow. Maybe there's a bird flying around, something out there. But then my dog Hunter is now barking in that direction, in the direction where I'm sitting. Like he's barking at somebody, just barking for 5-10 minutes. And I'm just trying to just listen to my girlfriend and just enjoy conversation. And I look back over, and on my door where there was the most light, I saw it. It was maybe about that big. It just had a body like this, eyes turned to the side, and it had 3 tentacles. And it raised them up and it started tapping on my window. And that was the first time I'd ever seen something that wasn't human. Something I'd never seen before.
Your dog Hunter ain't human. Don't whoop my ass, Julius. I'm just saying, bro.
Or something I couldn't explain. And when I saw that, I just froze. I didn't make a move.
Type shit.
And it gets kind of blurry what happened, but I just know that I left my house and I went to my buddy Nathan's and I told him exactly what had just happened and what I
would have pulled my gun out. I'm not gonna lie. Do you got a gun? Did you have a gun? Did you have a firearm around this time, Julius? Because at that point, that's damn near, that's a reason. I don't know. First of all, you said this was 11 years ago. This 2023, right? So this 2012. I don't know what the gun laws were in Kansas, Missouri back in 2012, my fault. But if they were, I don't know if y'all got a stand y'all ground law back then or now. I don't know what it is, but that right there is that's you getting shot for some shit like that. I have to open fire on you. I'm going to draw my firearm and I'm going to attack you. Because why are you tapping at my window? I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm going to get a close enough to look to make sure it ain't nothing or nobody I know, and I'm going to draw down and I'm going to open fire. You get what I'm saying? Because at that point, why are you tapping on the side of my house, on my window, in my bedroom? You asking to get shot. I'm not finna go to my buddy Nathan's house. Y'all not gonna see me, some shit tap on my bedroom window. Y'all not gonna see me get up and go to Willie's house. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna draw my firearm and I'm shooting out the window. I'll get the window fixed later. My life, I'm fearing for my life right now. Fuck that window. My health is what matters the most. That's just how I'm looking at it, Julius. You get what I'm saying? But everybody different. Not everybody owns a firearm. Not everybody knows. You get what I'm saying? Everybody mindset different. That's just me.
So, now, because this was 11 years ago, obviously I don't remember everything that happened in that day, so I'm going to go into the next day.
But and see, that's the thing though, Julius. You can't do that, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not coming on here to bash you, but it's just like, first of all, it happened 11 years ago. Why are you just now letting this out to the world 11 years later? Or have you done other documentaries or interviews on this? Or is this, what I'm asking is this your first interview? I'm open-minded, bro. So I gotta question it all. I gotta question everything. Like I said, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm not saying it did happen. I'm not saying it did happen, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. But you said it was 11 years ago. It's all a blur. Like Drake tour, it's all a blur. And you finna fast forward to the next day. You can't. That ain't some shit you forget. Like I'm looking out a window right now. If I seen a small figure, yay high, tap his tentacles, that's not nothing I'm gonna be able to forget. I can't just 11 years later be like, yeah, I forgot that. You get what I'm saying? I still remember shit that happened 11 years ago. That's just me though. I can't fast forward past no shit like that. That ain't nothing you forget. You get what I'm saying?
So the next night,
I would have at least pulled my, because it's 2012, bro. The iPhone was the 6. No, not the 6. The 5 was out around then. No, the 4 was, it was like the 4s, the 5 or some shit. Bro, iPhone, bro, I would have at least pull your phone out and record. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, something. I wouldn't, like I told y'all what I would have did. I ain't recording shit. You getting shot, but hey, man.
sitting in my room on my bed. It's raining. And all over my window, that's about, 3-4 feet long, I just hear taps from, on every inch of that window, there was just taps going on.
You said it was raining, didn't you? You don't think that was rain? I'm gonna shut up. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna just listen.
Which is impossible to be rain because there's a deck over my window, so there's just no way in hell that that's rain.
Okay.
And I immediately took off and I went back to my buddy Nathan's house.
Why didn't, bro? Let's say, Julius, I was in your position. Let's say this same scenario were to happen to me. If I were to go to Willie house, because that's my bro, or Nick house, if I were to go to Willie or Nick house, them niggas is coming back with me. Okay? Same day that this shit happened, they coming back with me. I'm probably not, bro. I probably wouldn't even went home. You came back home. This is why they be saying, bro, niggas ain't doing that. I ain't coming back. First of all, a nigga gonna either shoot or he gonna move. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back. And if I do come back, like I said, Willie or Nick is coming with me. You came, then you ran back to his house the next day. If you ran back to his house, this the second day in a row, I would have told Nate, hey man, bring your ass back with me, bro. And bring Blick, please. Fearing for my life out here.
I told him what was going on, man, and we went to bed.
Y'all went to bed. At least call the police, bro. Call somebody. Film it. Something, bro. Y'all went to bed? That ain't no shit you just go to sleep on. Somebody tapping on your window. It's damn near a threat. Knock on my front door. Y'all went to bed, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm sitting there in my bed and I look over across the room and there's just this orb of light.
So you said you went back to Nate's house. You said you was on your, now you said y'all went to bed. So did y'all go back to your place?
A soft deck
I have to rewind, y'all.
Over my window, so there's just no way in hell that that's rain.
Excuse me.
And I immediately took off and I went back to my buddy Nathan's house.
Right, okay. So pause. He said he heard the tapping on the window again all over. It wasn't rain because he had a deck on top, right? He had a little visor thing. You get what I'm saying? Now he said he went back to Nate's house. Let's keep listening.
I told him what was going on, man.
Told him what was going on. Then what?
We went to bed.
We went to bed. Now pause. The next thing that he finna say is gonna say, I went to bed and I woke up, or some see, he woke up in his bed. So that means that you and Nate, you went to Nate's house, and what, he came back to your house? You left something out. Is what I'm getting at right now.
On the third night, I'm sitting there.
On the third night, okay, so that means y'all went back, or you went back home.
In my bed, and I look over across the room, and there's just this orb of light, probably about softball size, just an orb of light. I look over at it, see it, and it just floats off into my ceiling and is gone. Once again, I fled. I did not know what else to do and what I was experiencing. All I knew was to just flee and to just...
Okay, but bro, if I flee, I'm not coming back, bro. And if I do, I'm going to flee to go to the gun store, bro. Or I'm calling backup. You just fleeing and then coming back. You're fleeing, you're literally, that's a problem. And what you're doing is you're literally running away from the problem. You gotta handle that. Especially as a man, that's a problem. We need to nip this shit in the bud right here, right here. The first day I would have got the blinking at him. You get what I'm saying? What you tapping on my window for? That's not normal. You use the front or the back door, preferably the front door. You don't knock on my window. Even if you my friends, don't knock on my window playing pranks and shit. You gonna get shot, bro. Come on, man. You gotta nip that shit in the bud right away. You can't keep. And this is your humble abode. This is your humble abode. This is where you live. This is your peace. Your zen. Can't have nobody distracting that, getting in the way of that, throwing that energy off. I'm on your side, Julius. I'm trying to understand it all, man.
Somewhere else that was safe.
That's what I'm saying. Your place, your home, your humble abode is supposed to be safe. That's some shit that happened at Nate's house, and I'm finna leave Nate's house, and then you go home. You're not supposed to be fleeing to his house. You gotta make sure your shit's straight.
Now, since this is years later, I've had plenty of time to think and analyze this stuff. So what I believe happened is they initially were like, hey, buddy, we're not from here. We kind of want to do some tests. We don't know what you are. You don't know what we are. Like, let's figure out what we are. And because I fled, they had no other option but to just take me and do their tests. Because it got so bad that I left the basement. After that third night, I said, I'm not sleeping in the basement anymore. And I moved upstairs to the upstairs room that's on the outer edge of the house. So it goes room and then the outside neighbor's house, And I would move up there. And that was when the abduction started.
Okay, bro. So did you have roommates or did you live alone? Because you didn't really specify that for us. Because you said now you say you were sleeping in the basement, then you moved upstairs. If I live alone, I'm not sleeping in the basement. But you never specified, so we don't know if you had roommates, if you lived with your moms, your pops, your grandparents. We don't know. Your siblings, we don't know. Your cousins, we don't know. Because if you were living alone at the time, why were you sleeping in the basement? It's a lot of questions. I got to question it all, bro. Y'all better be leaving likes on this video, by the way. Let me see if we still recording. Keep going, Julius. Keep cooking.
I don't know exactly when it started. I just know that I would go into these dreams. It started out more violent, like I would be at war and in battle. And one specific dream I remember is I woke up and I was in this arena, like gladiator style, and I'm looking around and I just see all these creatures and goblins and ghouls just all in the stands, and I don't know what's going on. And then this teal blob monster just falls down in front of me, boom, and a weapon spawned in my hand, and just instantly I just went boom and just stabbed him, and it was like I had just won. I mean, the crowd went nuts. I felt accomplished, like I had just won something. And then I'd wake up in my bed and I'd hear this sound outside my room every single.
Stop. Stop. So you can remember this vivid ass dream, but you can't remember the first time you encountered or seen this extraterrestrial tapping on your window. So 11 years later, you can remember that vivid ass dream, but you can't remember the first day you encountered that thing. Come on now, bro. But what do I know? This is my skin color, and I'm 22 years old. What do I know? And I live in America. What do I know? Look at me. What do I know? Look at my age. I know nothing, but everything at once. Let's continue.
Time. I don't know if I can mimic it, but it just sounded like a saucer. It was just like this. And it'd be gone every time after these dreams. And then there was a full week.
He said he had neighbors, y'all remember that? He said he had neighbors. Your neighbors ain't experienced none of the same shit you was experiencing. They was just messing with you only. Why you ain't go knock on the neighbors? Instead of fleeing the Nate house, you could have flee to the next door neighbor house with your blick in hand, or at least clutching. You get what I'm saying? Instead of fleeing the Nate house, I would have beat my neighbor door down like I was Jehovah's Witness. Hey man, you get what I'm saying? Like I can't. If I'm not there to see it with my own two eyes, man, I can't. All I can do is question it. I ain't gonna say, like I said, I ain't gonna say it didn't happen. I ain't gonna say it did happen. But if I wasn't there to see it with my own two eyes, I don't give a damn. I gotta question it, man. Especially if you leaving shit out. Cause me, when I tell a story, if you know me, cause brotherhood, y'all know me, but y'all don't know me. When I tell a story, I'm gonna tell a story. You get what I'm saying? Like my stories, I'm damn near gonna give you every detail. You get what I'm saying? You gonna tell me like, hey bro, like, all right, speed it up. I'm one of them storytellers. Like, okay, get to the point. I'm gonna let you know what it is and what it ain't. That's just me. Point blank. Period. Let's continue.
Then it got more sexual because can mimic it, but it just sounded like. And then there was a full week straight, and it'd be gone every time after these dreams. And then there was a full week straight because then it got more sexual because there was a full week straight where I was having wet dreams every night. I was having sex with different creatures and that were women and just different stuff. And I would wake up and I would look at my pants and sometimes there'd be nothing and sometimes it would just be wet. There would be no actual sperm in there. And I didn't know what to think, but I just knew that there was just something going on because why?
Well, if you want me to be honest with you, bro, if it was just wet and no sperm, that's kind of what happened to us before our testosterone really starts to develop, which is around like the ages of like 10, 11. Once you hit like maybe even younger, maybe even older, depends on it depends on your hormones, your hormonal system, and your body, and your genetics, your DNA. But to me, it sounds like this some shit that happened to you when you was like adolescence, like early teens, teenager. You get what I'm saying? If you was nutting and wasn't nothing coming out, you shooting blanks. You can't be no grown ass man shooting blanks. It ain't making sense unless you just out here just giving it away and you ain't got no life in your nuts. You get what I'm saying? But like if you out here shooting blanks and you not like partaking in intercourse consciously, you damn near 11 years old, bro.
Like, why am I hearing this stuff? Why am I having these dreams? You know, I was scared for myself. I didn't know what was going to happen. But, you know, as the years progressed, I realized, you know,
And like I said, bro, listen to me, brotherhood, and anybody else watching. I'm not saying this did not happen, but I'm not saying it did happen. He's just leaving a lot of things out, and things aren't really making sense. If he was able to dissect his story, I'm talking about click by click by click. Yes, it was 11 years ago. You're not gonna remember everything, but he said he can't even remember what happened the first day. If I was you, bro, I would have wrote a book about this shit. I would have made a movie. I would have been filthy rich.
For evolution, things I liked.
Because Julius, how old are you now versus how old were you when this happened? You get what I'm saying? You said it happened 11 years ago. How old were you?
You know, these creatures came down, analyzed me, figured out what I was, what I could do, you know, the different kind of things I liked and liked to do, you know. And then I harvested my sperm and did whatever with life. And just went through evolution.
Harvested your sperm.
Now years later, I'll go on to meet my uncle, thanks to my wife. I got reconnected with my Uncle Tylen. And, you know, I would tell him about this stuff, about what happened to me all those years, because we would talk about how we grew up, you know, and what we experienced and different things. And I told him about this, and he froze. He almost didn't even know what to say. And then he revealed to me that he was having the same experiences around the same time I was. He said he would be in this sedated like dream state. But he said for him, he was having sex with like whatever he wanted. Like in his mind, and he envisioned, which was like anime girls.
It sounded like a dream, bro. If he was having sex with whatever he wanted, it sounds like he was within his mind, within his conscience, and he was lucid dreaming. He was fully, or a big percentage of conscious in his dream. He gained a higher level of consciousness in his astral realm, and you get what I'm saying? He got to having sex with whatever he wanted. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm not deflecting your story, bro. I'm just saying, like, it's just, we done all had wet dreams before. You get what I'm saying? I didn't had wet dreams with the thick. Today is literally, Siri, shut up. Today is literally August 28th. Earlier this morning, I'm in Atlanta. It was a loud ass thunderstorm. I'm talking about loud as shit. Woke me up out my sleep. I damn near had a wet dream. I was with a thick ass Dominican chick. I promise to God, it was me, Willie, Destiny. We was at this kickback, and we just all chilling, doing our thing. This is real. I put it on the screen. Boom. I'm not lying. This is real shit. I put it on the screen. Boom. It's on the screen right there. Read it. I sent it to Willie. It was me, Willie, Destiny. We at this kickback. We don't even party in this realm. We don't even party in real life. We at this kickback, this house party. We go to the back room. Willie, Destiny smoking. They don't even smoke. I meet this thick Dominican chick. Willie like, yeah, bro, you got that. She all up on me, feeling me, doing this, doing that. It's hot, sweaty. It's a movie. It's a movie. We in the back room. It's a big old bed. I'm talking about Willie, Destiny. They on one side, Chief and the Blunt. You got another couple over on this side doing their thing. Me and the Dominican chick in the middle. She just hot and sweaty and just, I damn near like, I was finna have a wet dream, and then the storm in real life woke me up. It was loud ass thunder. If you in Atlanta, August 28th, 2023, earlier this morning, you know what I'm talking about. Loud ass thunderstorm. It woke me up. But if that shit didn't wake me up, I probably would have had a wet dream, bro. We all have wet dreams, and we think about this and anime that and I mean, I don't watch anime, so I don't fantasize about that shit. And sometimes I don't even know you don't know when you finna have a wet dream, bro. Moral of the story. Moral of the story. It just sounds to me like this shit all happened in like a dream. You was just dreaming these things. Cause you leaving stuff out and you adding stuff in that ain't really correlating to the story. Let's continue.
That's what he told me, that he was having sex with those and he would wake up and there would be nothing in his shorts and he would know.
Like, my nigga, how are y'all both going through the same shit? Fuck. I want to believe you.
That he ejaculated and he'd wake up and there would be nothing in his shorts, and it's just amazing that this could happen at the same time. Now, I've done my research on this stuff, and I know that what came to me, they're called the Greys. They're not a very big creature. They're only about 3 to 4 feet tall. And they drive saucers, and they have a mothership, and it's almost astonishing. But it just makes you realize and just know that there's just more to life than just what we have here on Earth.
And I 100% agree with you on that. I do. There's more that it's shit around me right now. I can't even see it. So like I'm saying, I'm open-minded, bro. We have a spiritual realm, then we have a physical realm. We are in the physical. We are more in the physical than we are in the spiritual. But when you go to sleep and you have dreams, you are more in the spiritual realm, the astral realm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm literally waving my hand through different dimensions right now as we speak. I can 100% agree with you. I done cut my shit off. I can 100% agree with you. Hold on, 3, 2, 1. We screen recording. I can 100%. We got 7 minutes left, y'all. Bear with me. Grab some more snacks. I gotta dissect this. I can agree with you on that. There's definitely more out here that we can't see and that we don't know. But if you can't give me a full story, it's hard for me to like try to put the pieces together. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro.
And that's why I would use the rest of my life to travel and experience as much as I can before it's all over, because there's definitely, I'm not going to go into what's beyond death, but
And drugs weren't a part of your life at that time?
well, at that time, marijuana was playing big. It was just it was the party thing, being a boys. That's how I grew up, was smoking weed. And I know people are saying, well, because I was told that, it was just the weed, blah blah blah. Well, I haven't stopped smoking weed since, and ain't nothing like that ever happened.
But see, Julius, you got different strands of weed. You get what I'm saying? You're not smoking I know you're not smoking the same strain you was 11 years ago. A lot of the weed nowadays is stronger. Or they're putting less or more THC. Or then you got sativa, then you got indica. You got a whole, come on, man.
Yeah. And then they wanted to try and say, well, there's a possibility that, you're just schizophrenic. Okay, well, schizophrenia don't just come and go. They don't just come for 6 months, and then I would have all these crazy experiences, and I would hear these sounds, and I would actually see the thing on the wall. And then, schizophrenia just goes away. No, that's not how that works. So, yeah, I've ruled out everything. But it's just the fact that, I saw it on the wall as my dog was barking in the direction. And then I would hear the taps on the windows and then the orbs. So they tried a more like orthodox way to just be like, hey, let's just reach out and just see if he's willing to come with us and do these experiments. And since I was so scared and so fearful, they had to just take me and just sedate me and just put me in a dreamlike state. And it was so easy for them because my bed was literally right next to the wall. So it was so easy for them to just come down, pull me over, keep me in a dreamlike state as soon as I was asleep, do these experiments, whatever they wanted to do, and then just push me right back, and I would wake up and And it would be like it was all a dream. But it was real, because then how else am I going to be having the same experience? It's mind-boggling. And I
You stuttered a little bit.
know for a fact someone has done some research and has known that there's a sort of like UFO highway, sort of say, that goes right over Kansas City. It goes east to west across the United States, and it goes right through Kansas City.
You're in a rural area, or you were in a a more populated area?
Say rural.
I would say
Say rural. If you say rural, Julius, I can believe you a little bit more. Don't say populated, bro. Cause then my theory, I'm gonna stand on what I've been saying this whole video, bro. This whole reaction, I'm standing on it. I'm not gonna say I don't believe you, but I'm definitely more on leaning towards Chicago finger. I don't know. Please say rural, bro. Say rural. Say you lived in a rural area, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, it ain't shit going on in Kansas. All of Kansas is damn near rural. Damn near.
it was just your regular neighborhood. I mean, it was more of an elderly in the neighborhood.
Did no neighbors saw it, nothing like that?
So you sure want no
No.
short ass old lady doing it?
Nothing. It was just the dog.
So nobody else seen it?
It was early enough in the day that nobody would have been awake. I mean, the sun had just come up and was just starting the day. It was just starting to get light out. And
So do you ever think about, what might have happened if you decided to go with them? Because that seems to be what they wanted, right?
yeah, I mean, obviously they wanted to do some kind of tests and just, figure out what a human being was. And at the time, if I had been brave enough to just stand up and just open my window and go, what is going on out here? And for just have them to say, hey, we want you to come with us, and, we have tests and stuff we want to do, I would have gone. Just knowing how I was at the time, just, so interested in everything and wanting to explore and experience, that I would have gone 100%. Whether or not they would have brought me back or not, I don't know, but I would have gone for sure. Yeah. And to think about it now, I mean, it's almost astonishing for evolution. And then to have my uncle go through the same experiences is just, it's like mind-boggling, man. It's eerie. But it's not a bad thing though, because, I'm alive.
They weren't coming to kill you.
No, they weren't coming to kill me, I still have had a really great life. And, they allowed me to achieve that, because at the time I would have gone nowhere. I would have just partied and just gone down the drain and been flushed out. But
How has that experience changed your life or your behavior? You're working
I'm more daring, definitely, when it comes to travel. So this happened when I was probably 17.
There we go, guys. So it happened when he was 17. It was 11 years ago. He is now 28 years old, now in 2023. It happened when he was 17. There we go. 17.
When I was around, because this
You 17, first of all, my nigga. You 17 smoking weed. Your brain ain't even... Our brains don't fully develop till around like 25, 27. You get what I'm saying? So your brain is really just now like fully developing. You get what I'm saying? So at 17, you 10 years nowhere near where your brain should be, and you chiefing. You chiefing. My phone keep cutting the fuck off, bro. What I'm saying is, hold on, let me screen record. 3, 2, 1. You're 17, you smoking weed. You don't think that's messing with you? You don't think that's messing with you? You don't think that messed with you? Let's continue.
Didn't stop.
You shouldn't be smoking weed at 17, bro. People gon' I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you do. You get what I'm saying? Before anybody get on my ass, if you smoking weed at 5 years old, do that. That's you. I'm not judging you. Like I said, the camera on, so I'm giving my opinion. But honestly, we should not be smoking at young ages. You shouldn't be smoking at 17. You shouldn't be drinking at 17. A lot of people can't handle it mentally. Physically, you can't handle it. You get under the influence, you start fighting people and wanting to hurt people and hurt yourself and do crazy shit. Or that's physically. Mentally, you be seeing and hearing shit that we shouldn't be doing that at 17, bro. You should have been your ass somewhere in high school cheating like me. I'm 22. At 17, I was in school cheating, ready to go. I had senioritis. I wasn't even thinking about a blunt. I ain't hit my first blunt till 18. I ain't drink till shit, I was 20. And I don't even do nothing. I don't smoke no more. I ain't smoked since like 2021. March 2021. That smoking ain't for me. No. I ain't even been drinking. But I prefer drinking. Weed is a healthier option. But I prefer drinking because I can handle it. But I ain't even been doing that.
My life. This just added to it, you know? Like nothing changed. It just.
Man, at 17, bro, it's a lot going on, bro. Like you either finna graduate high school or you already graduated. You got senioritis. If you're in school, you just ready to go. Life finna start. You finna turn 18. You finna start getting all these responsibilities. You just stressed out, or you might not be, depending on your circumstances and your upbringing. It's a lot. I went through a lot at 17. So I can definitely, I've been 17 before. I can say that I've been 17. I wasn't seeing and hearing figures and shit, but I was like, oh my God. It was just a lot going on at 17. It was, I'm not gonna say it was overwhelming, but it was like, oh my God.
Added to it, and it just opened my mind and just allowed me to think more. Yeah, I just think it's incredible for what can happen with evolution. I know it's been about 10, 11 years, so I give it maybe another 10 years or so.
For real?
And then I'm curious to see what happens, because if it is real and I do have, extraterrestrial children and they use my...
Oh my fucking God. So that's what he was saying this whole time. He think them niggas raped him in his sleep. I can't even say that word. The R word. He think they R-worded him. He think they did the do with him. And it wasn't consensual, and he think that he got a baby out here, an alien baby. You being 17, bro, and first of all, at 17, that's when I had my first wet dream. I had my first wet dream at 17. You shouldn't be shooting blanks at 17, bro, unless you just out here just masturbating daily on a daily. Or you just out here having a lot of intercourse on the daily. You shooting blanks at 17, then you think you got a baby. It's okay. Yep. I hope y'all.
Sperm to harvest.
I hope y'all leaving lights.
Create life and do whatever. I would really hope that those individuals wouldn't be brainwashed enough to be able to come back and try to figure out, where it all started, and maybe they would come back to me and try to maybe take me with them, or maybe out of their own curiosity.
If they wanted to take you, bro, they would have took you.
And where their life had started.
And borrow some money.
Yeah. Yeah. Some space money.
All right, Julius. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Man, thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating, for
Thank you.
sure. I hope y'all enjoyed that video from Soft White Underbelly, man. Y'all hear that shit? I'm not capping. I hope y'all just heard that thunder. I'm gonna put it on the screen one more time. Boom. If I wouldn't have heard that in my sleep, I would have had me a wet dream just like Julius. It was a thick Dominican. She was thick, dog. I'm talking about thick and just just ready. She was ready. But anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Hey, Julius, like I said, I'm not gonna say it did happen, but I ain't gonna say it didn't happen. Let's leave a like on this video. Or I did already. I'm just saying you left a lot of stuff out, bro. But at the end of the day, it was a cool story to listen to. And what better way to react to it than with my brotherhood? You get what I'm saying? So I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video around. I need for this shit to pop. You get what I'm saying? If it pop, hey, if you know Julian, send this to Julian. I want to have my own interview, maybe. You get what I'm saying? Maybe. Send this to Julian. Share this around. Let it pop. Let it go viral so Julian can see this. Because I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I ain't gonna say it did happen. I'm out, man. I love y'all. Brotherhood. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. New videos coming soon. Asaucin out.